Yeah, guys and girls, we back at it, man. Gotta cut my hair. I'm looking like Teen Wolf right now, but it's all good. We still talking about the MPC Live Mark III, right? This is gonna be a quick video. I didn't set up my microphone and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna do a quick video. But guys and girls, listen. If you have a computer at your house and you have some type of DAW, digital audio workstation, or you're thinking about buying the MPC Live Mark III, you could probably get away with, I'm telling you, just purchasing something like FL Studio and making sure you got a nice DAW that can handle it. And then just going about your business, man, to get a MIDI controller. Because that's what that box is, man. That's a MIDI controller. If you really, really put it into perspective, man, they're trying to trick you on workflow and VSTs that do all sorts of like trickery with the sound. But you could do the same thing in FL Studio or plenty of other DAWs that have all sorts of VSTs that do trickery with the sound. Like it's that's nothing new what they're doing inside the MPC. Maybe it's new for them to put it in there, but it's been on a computer for many of years. Even before I retired. I retired from music production, guys. When these people who had been begging YouTube and begging the Kai for success and for fame, I was doing other things in life, man. But before I retired, I saw VSTs, tons of VSTs that were being implemented, or things you could do to enhance the sound, manipulate the sound, or do this and that trickery, or just do whatever the stupid stuff they're trying to say is amazing in the MPC Live Mark III has already been done already. Just get yourself a DAW, man, and it's working inside of there. And you have a computer that has processing power, and you can upgrade your computer very, very easily rather than trying to worry about, oh man, they only gave us this inside of the MPC Live. Oh, how am I going to be able to do this with my audio tracks and add more plugins and more effects and stop it from slowing down the speed and lagging and all this stuff? Well, you're working inside something that they minimalize for you. They give you a little bit and act like it's a lot. The content creators, they know it, man, but they're tricking you. Why would you get the MPC that's literally stagnant at that point in time? Why would you get these MPCs that are stagnant at this point in time? Once you buy it, you're stuck with it. I wouldn't mind being stuck with something that has amazing sound, that has amazing ins and outs, so that when I put my music in there, my audio in there, it knocks and it hits, and it has warmth, and it has timbre, it has characteristic. I wouldn't mind being stuck with something. Why you think we buy extra pieces of gear to enhance the sound of the MPCs? Because they don't have that type of sound. It just has a workflow, but you could do it on your goddamn computer. Just do the workflow on your computer. It's the same thing, and you could do more. You could get over 100 something, 200, 300, 400 gigs of RAM on your computer. You just as long as you got a motherboard that can support it, and you got a power supply that can support that. I got a dope power supply in my computer that can handle everything and more. I haven't even fully upgraded it yet, guys. I'm gonna go back and fully upgrade my computer, but it's a powerhouse right now. I can literally turn on FL Studio and load up at least 10 plugins on one audio sound and not have it stutter at all. Nothing like back in the days, man, when I had a limited computer. You know what I'm saying? So take the money that you're going to spend on this MPC Live and spend it on a goddamn computer or a laptop, something with some processing power that has way more processing power than the MPC Live Mark III. Get yourself a DAW with they're cheap as hell now. Most of these DAWs are cheap. And get yourself a MIDI controller that controls the application that you're using. And that's it. You basically have a powerful MPC without having to be stuck inside that box with the little bit of RAM upgrade that they gave you, or a little bit of this and that. And you don't even need the plugins that's in there. You could use the plugins that's in the applications you're going to get, your digital audio workstation. Those plugins are not the best plugins in the world that's on that box that they gave you. It's not, man. It's not, dude. It's basically this. It's either the equivalent. You know what I'm saying? Equivalent to what's on your computer, or maybe a step down, actually, because you get way more. There's so much more you could get on your computer. Most people get the stuff for the computer and then they just use it inside of the MPC. And tell me I'm lying about that. Tell me they don't have the MPC set up that they can search when they connect it to the computer. They connect the MPC to the computer. Now it's in controller mode. Now they just basically set the folders up so they can search for all of their VSTs and effects plugins and all this and that, and they sound plugins, whatever. And then they bring it into the MIDI on the MPC, and then they sample it in. You understand what I'm saying? Because they just like the workflow of holding this box. But technically, you could just use your computer without this box, and it'll be a lot cheaper. Or even if there's more money, because you say you want to just go out and get a banging computer. You like, I want a computer that's going to last me for the next 10, 15 years. Well, then do it, because it's going to last you, though. And you can still upgrade. You can always upgrade and change the parts yourself. You ain't got to sit there and say, oh, man, this thing, it ain't got this, it ain't got, oh, it's outdated already. I got to wait for a guy to come out with a new version. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. You just update your sound, your motherboard, your sound cards. You update the RAM. You update the memory. You do it yourself in your computer. You need, I want a different MIDI controller. So go and get a different MIDI controller. You basically just go buy a new one. That's cheap. They be like $100. Cheap. You want something with touch expression and just, if you do this and that, the bips and the bops and the beeps and all the crazy stupid stuff, just go buy you a MIDI controller. The function of pressing it, when you press the pad over here, when you press this pad, this is sending data. There's only data. This is data. This pad is not sound. Okay? Can you see my finger? This pad is not sound. This pad is data. Data. MIDI data. It's a MIDI controller, man. So go get yourself a MIDI controller that can control your computer. And you'll be able to upgrade whenever you want. And you'll be able to, you don't even have to worry about converters. Go get yourself your own converters. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your research. Find pieces of gear that does the conversion for you. That makes your stuff slap and hit hard and have that grit. Buy that. And then hook that up to an audio interface that goes into your computer. Now you working with your computer, going to outboard gear and going back into your computer. Isn't the MPC a computer? Just a mini computer? It's a computer, man. It's a mini computer with limitations because they give you limitations. They know what they doing, man. Actually, if they wanted to kit that really kitted out, they could put 64 gigs of this, and they could put the best conversion rate when you're going out and in and out. They could do that if they want to, but why would they do that? Why would they do that when they need you to keep coming back and buying product? Because if they would have kitted the MPC Live Mark 1 out, the MPC Live Mark 2 out, the MPC Live Mark 2 Retro Edition, the MPC Plus 1 edition. I mean, there's so many editions in the last 8 years. I mean, my God, how many editions they gonna come out with, and they all don't knock. They all don't have that conversion rate. They all don't sound warm. They all don't sound lush. They all don't have that grit. They don't have that snap and that pop that sound that comes from analog. They don't have that analog hiss in there. It's digital, man. You don't hear nothing. That's why they gave you that tape. What's that? The Fly some tape. They gave you some tape plugin. I don't even know what it's called, because I don't care about none of that stuff. They gave you some tape plugin, so now you can actually have some digital representation of a tape machine. Make it make sense, guys. Guys, this is a MIDI controller. It's data. It's not a warm sounding machine. It's not. It's more of a clean, high-end, crisp machine. Okay? So, yeah. This your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm going to get up out of here. I just want to do a quick video, man. Just to say, man, get yourself a computer, laptop, something for that $1,700. Because you know what's going to happen? These guys, the first month or 2 months, they're going to be like, this is the best machine. Then they're going to start coming out with their videos complaining about the MPC Live Mark III. Complaining. Oh, yeah, I know they gave me more RAM, but I'm still running into this trouble. So you can open up FL Studio, and it has like 99 tracks, and like you could put like 10 effects, and then you could bust it. You could do, you could bust it to another track and add more effects, and if you're doing your parallel compression, that's doing more effects, and you could take the audio file and just render it out, and then drag it back into a new audio track in like seconds. You're talking about workflow. If I wanted to put a reverb, a delay, a reverb, and a chorus and effect on a string, and then save it, I could do that in seconds, render it out, then just take my mouse, drag it back into the FL Studio onto another track, set that up, and just add more effects. And now I'm not even killing no RAM because I'm only using 2 or 3 effects, even though I got a powerhouse computer. Come on, man. I was doing that many, many years ago because my computer was so laggy that I had to do that. My specs didn't even match up to Fruity Loops at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was years ago. But anyway, guys and girls, you do not need this MPC Live Mark III. You don't need it. Stop being tricked, bamboozled, and manipulated by the people you are watching on TV because you're falling in love with them because they taught you how to twist a knob, or they taught you a little tutorial or walkthrough video for this Akai MPC. I mean, you need to wake up because mentally something's wrong with you, and you're the one who's keeping these people in business, these content creators in business, and let me not go there. You're the one. You're actually the problem because you're not even telling them to teach you real musical production and teach you what's happening in the music industry. You're allowing them to do this stupid content online. Meanwhile, that box is not the end-all be-all, man. This is not the best tool you can ever have in making music. And workflow. Let me get up out of here. This is your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. I'm not telling you to go buy this piece of equipment. Google me and check me out on Google. This is your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me. And don't forget, I almost started laughing. And don't forget, I'm multi-platinum. I'm multi-platinum. First name multi, last name platinum. Multi-platinum. I'm multi-platinum. Multi-platinum. I'm multi-platinum. And I don't like 005 Dynasty. I don't like 005 Dynasty. I don't like him. In fact, I'm going to try my hardest to take this guy out. Trust me on that. Multi-platinum.